I am here to show you a design team project using the laces from NerisLaces, an Etsy shop that you can go to. She also has an email that she responds to. If you'll take a look at the beginning of the video, it has her email address on there. So this is a junk journal cover. I haven't done the signatures for the inside. When I do a junk journal, I don't attach the signature to the book, at least one like this, because I want to be able to take it out and put a new one in and keep using the cover over and over. So also it's easier for me to write on a junk journal if I can take out the signature, write on it, and then put it back in, especially being as I do decorating on the front cover. So if you take a look at this, I did use some fabric. I don't sew really very often, and so I did sew this around the edges just to make sure it was secure, but I did a layer of fabric, a layer of I think it's batting that it's kind of like felt, and then another layer of a kind of like a linen fabric, and then I did a lace from a tablecloth. So I layered those. I glued the lace around the edge so that it had a clean edge. And then I just took my sewing machine and went around. Now, I didn't have anything on the back, but I thought, it kind of looks boring. So the pinks don't match the front that well, but that's okay because when it's closed, you won't even notice. Another thing that when I first started making this book, I didn't really know how I was going to decorate. So the fabric I used on the inside doesn't really coordinate, or doesn't really vibe with the front cover. It's two totally different themes, but because it's for me, I don't care, so I can live with it. So see, that's the fabric on the inside. Doesn't even go at all, but that's okay. All right, so let's talk laces. So you'll notice that I do have this trim along the bottom, and I took it all the way across. So from Neri's store, this does come, or her shop, it does come in different colors. I know it comes in black. I believe this is the off-white, and it comes in white also. So that's along the bottom. Now along the top, I also wanted some lace, and so this looks like bows with, to me it kind of looks like grapes. I'm sure it's not grapes, but maybe it's like a shape of a leaf, but it's got little dots, so it kind of reminds me of grapes. That lace, I know that she there for a while was limited on how much she had, but I think she got some in. That's this lace, and again, this is an off-white color, but the bows with the little decorative, I'm gonna say leaf at the bottom, was just the right touch, and I liked it because it kind of had a vintage feel to it. Now, when you close the book, I did want something on the side, and I wanted it to hang off just a little bit. That lace is actually this one, and again, this comes in different colors too, and I ended up cutting it. I didn't just lay it down and glue it. I cut it, and so I could put the flowers and the leaves closer to one another on this edge. Okay, so that's the one I used for that. Now, it's hard to see, but when you do layering, a lot of times you'll put something down and then you don't see it that well once you put other things on top, but yet it's still needed because it just kind of adds to your project. So I did want to add some pink, and so this lace also comes in different colors also. This is a really nice one to have. It's the right size. I like that it comes in different colors. But like I said, it's kind of hard to see, but underneath these flowers, I do have that lace. So you can see a little bit of it peeking out here. I wish I would have scooted it over just a little bit so you could see more of it, but I still know it's there, and it does add a pop of pink. So these flowers were in my stash, except for this one here came from Neri. It's kind of like a rosebud, and it lays down flat. So I like those at the top so that the flower's not facing up. It's kind of laying down. So I have that here and here. I do have a little pearl dangle with a little flower. That's also from Neri. I think she sells them in sets. I don't know if you get 2 or 3 when you buy them, but it was just the right touch. I needed just a little bit of dangle right there, and that was perfect. Also, when I cut these apart, I had extra leaves, so I did stick that underneath my flower right here. So then I filled in with some other flowers, like I said, from my stash. It says, when one door closes. When one door closes, another one opens. I do have paper underneath of this picture that I inked. Now, I love antique pictures or vintage pictures of women, and I'm hardly have any left, so I have to be careful with the projects I use because I don't want them all to be gone. But when I go to like the antique mall that's near me, they want like $5 per picture, and I'm not going to pay that. So I try and find them at garage sales and stuff, but I'm very limited. But I did like this one. I think she's really pretty. And I have 3 buttons that I put on the side because it needed something on the right. This lace, I think I got from Neri at one time, but it would have been a long time ago. So that wasn't recent. On the back then, like I said, I needed something. So this was an applique that I cut, and the doilies were mine in my stash. This piece right here actually came from a collar. And you can see that I just cut off one side of that collar and laid it on here diagonally so that it gave it some pizzazz. Because the tablecloth that I use for the base by itself, too boring. So just having that without anything else was kind of bothering me. So even though, like I said, these pinks don't really necessarily match as well, I still wanted it to have something, and I still like it. So when you have it closed and you look at the back, I like that. So I love the look of this. I love all of the laces I've used. I just wish that I would have found fabric that I had on hand that was a little bit more related to my theme on the front. But like I said, because it's me, for me, I like it. I still like this fabric, but love the junk journal ideas and the covers. If you need laces, visit NerisLaces on Etsy. Again, she has an email also that I have posted at the beginning of my video. She comes out with different videos showing you some of the different ones she has. Sometimes she does a pop-up sale on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed to her, please do. But I think you'll be really happy with the different things that she has and how nice she is to work with. So there is my design team project. If you have any questions, let me know. Dig out those laces and start creating.